Ladies and gentlemen, and people who I found to be sitting at the end of the table here, may I, at this point in time, thank our veterans who are also attending, and also to say to the veterans, speak to the young people. Some of them are sitting right here at the front table. I see Comrade Kubai here. So I'm hoping that the elders, oh, by the way, may I maybe take this opportunity when you talk about the elders and you talk about the veterans. I am a veteran too. So, conference 2 weeks ago. And one of the things that I found to be very exciting was the fact that they have the Council of Elders. And the Council of Elders attend to conference so that just in case there are things that need to be done or said by the elders, I'm hoping that one day, I know we have the Veterans League, let's think about as the African National Congress. I wish to also welcome some of the Liberation Movement Secretaries General who just now arrived, and also to indicate to them that I did acknowledge them, and I wasn't aware that they were still coming in the bus. Now, yabona le bus le iyahlupa. I think next time zofuneka ke sitexini ngilindele itaxi ukuthi igcwale. Without a waste of time, may I thank the singers, the opera singer in particular, and the saxophonist. The opera singer's name is Tekiso Mola. I hope I'm Moloi, sorry. Some people's handwritings. Tekiso Moloi. I'm reading it well. It's just that some people's handwritings are not very visible. Now that the starters have been served and the starters have been enjoyed, I hope everybody enjoyed the starters. It is my pleasure and my privilege to call upon the ANC Treasurer General, I'd like to call upon Comrade Paul Mashatile to please come on stage so that he can then graciously introduce the President. Comrade Paul, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Program Director, Comrade Lindiwe Zulu. Let me start by acknowledging President of the ANC and the Republic, President Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa. I've been informed commitments. Let me acknowledge the National Chairperson of the ANC, Comrade Gwede Samson Mantash. I haven't been able to see him tonight, but I'm told he's somewhere in the room, who's also our Minister of Minerals and Energy. Acknowledge former presidents, I'm not sure if they have arrived, Comrade Jacob Zuma, Comrade Khalima Mutlante. I'm told Comrade Thabo Mbeki won't make it this evening. I want to take this opportunity to also welcome the former liberation movements. The program director has already done. Solo Pombolo, MPLA, Secretary General, Comrade Obet Mpofu, ZANU PF, Secretary General, Comrade Jibril Rajub, Secretary General of Fatah, Jatri Muhammad Abdullah, Politburo member of National Liberation Front of Algeria, Honorable Batuke Imenda, Secretary General of UPND Zambia. Let me proceed by acknowledging more people. I want to now start with the veterans of our movement. I think, Comrade Lindy, you were moving a motion, so I'm seconding a Council of Elders. You can see I'm slowly walking there myself to join. Welcome to our veterans. They always inspire us. They always bring wisdom in our meetings, in the NEC, in our members of our national cabinet, members of parliament, members of provincial legislatures, that's MPLs, ministers, deputy ministers, premiers, councillors, executive mayors. All of you here present, you are most welcome. Who we had asked Comrade Mohamed Dango to please take care of them as a former ambassador himself. You are all welcome. Distinguished business people, when later on we will announce all the business people who are here, mainly that are here this evening. I may have left other important people who are here this evening, but I want to welcome all of you distinguished guests, all protocol observed. Just a few remarks from myself. Firstly, I just want to say that dinner, or Comrade Lindy and Gwen, as Comrade Gwen, sorry Comrade Gwen, I didn't see you, Comrade Gwen Ramukrupa works with me at Lutulias. It is our last supper before we are voted out. We may not be back here next week because there's an important conference starting tomorrow. But I want to take this opportunity to really thank all of you most sincerely, all the business people. We have walked this journey with you for the last 5 years, and would like to spend this with thank you most sincerely because you were always there when we called you to come to our dinners. We charge you money, but you don't complain. But let me say, the money that we charge you really assists us in the work we do. So we appreciate we would not be able to do the many things that we are doing. As you know, we are a struggling NGO. Struggling NGO. So thank you very much to all of you on behalf of the National Executive Committee of the African National Congress. Let me now take this opportunity to invite the Republic of South Africa, President Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa, who will come and share with us his thoughts as we move towards this important 55th National Conference of the ANC that will start tomorrow morning. Comrade President, the floor is yours. Actually, I should have said the stage is yours. The floor is for later when we dance.
Thank you. Let's be seated, please. Program Director, the officials of the African National Congress, who are here present in the form of the National Chairperson, the Treasurer General, also assisting us as officials, and the SGO, Comrade Gwen Ramokopa. I haven't seen former President Jacob Zuma. I heard he would be here. If he is, I extend my greetings to Comrade Jacob Zuma, caught up. As you heard, the Deputy President is caught up in other tasks. I extend my greetings to the veterans of our movement who are here, members of the National Executive Committee, chairs of our provinces right across the countries, and secretaries and members of the PECs of our various provinces who are also here present from various countries, who we will properly greet tomorrow. Your Excellencies, ambassadors and high commissioners from various countries, our international guests who have traveled from far and afield to be here with us tonight. We last had this type of dinner a few months ago, a wonderful policy conference that adopted a number of policies to be proposed for adoption at our national conference, which commences tomorrow. It was a wonderful precursor to what was that successful policy conference. We're doing the same tonight in your presence, and I see this as a wonderful precursor. So I'd like to thank you for being here, particularly those who are also members of the Progressive Business Forum and those who are friends of the African National Congress. Your presence here speaks volumes about the high regard you have for the African National Congress, and it tells us that you continue to be interested broadly as the leader of the government of the Republic of South Africa. Your presence also speaks to what may interest you greatly, beyond just being a supporter, about finding out and hearing issues that have to do with the world that you live in, the world you operate in. Can confirm that it is the various policies, progressive policies I might add, that the African National Congress has been implementing, has been upholding, that makes them become more interested in being supportive to the ANC or of the ANC as they see a transformation process. But your presence here also beams out a wonderful message to others who may not be here, so that they too can see what you see. These have been difficult times for our country, for our economy, for the people of South Africa, and for our movement. In that space of time, our country has been caught in strong headwinds. First came COVID-19. That was soon followed up by the 2021 unrest, as though that was the end of our troubles. Catastrophic floods hit us, And now with the rain pelting down, hit Gauteng, KZN, no, particularly Eastern Cape, KZN and Northwest. But now we are seeing that spectre beginning to unfold here in Gauteng as well. As though that was not enough, the Russia-Ukraine conflict sparked a global cost of living crisis and now a debilitating energy crisis. We have had to fulfill the 2019 electoral mandate and at the same time steer the ship through stormy and unexpectedly rough waters. Likewise, the ANC has been experiencing its own challenges, and some may even say turbulence. Remaining firmly on the path of unity, stayed the course. The African National Congress has been around for 110 years. As Comrade Lindy Zulu said, the oldest movement, liberation movement on our continent. We've stayed the course, demonstrated our resilience and our ability to deal with challenges like any other movement. Yes, we've been through many challenges, and we don't want to be arrogant enough. Struggle, it's turbulence in our stride, and we find solutions and answers to the challenges that come our way. 2 years since the emergence of COVID-19 plunged our country and the world into a state of fear, uncertainty, and chaos, the pandemic, fortunately, is in abeyance. This is thanks to a coordinated and effective national response that brought to poor policies of the African National Congress-led government that ensured that society's most vulnerable were sheltered from the worst impacts of the pandemic. We could well be the only country on the continent that rolled out as much assistance packages as we did, that almost amounted of distress grant that reached easily about 11 million people and increased existing social support that our government provides to our people. We implemented a range of relief measures to support businesses in distress and to enable them to continue operating. Unfortunately, some businesses did not survive. When advocacy to ensure that vaccines are made available to all, for we believed that a product like vaccines should be a public good. We subsequently rolled out the largest mass vaccination program in the history of our country. Just as we have been able to see out the worst global health emergency in living memory, the size of the South African economy now exceeds the pre-pandemic levels, and the GDP growth at 1.6% in the third quarter is moving us in the right direction. Despite the impact of the pandemic last year, South Africa posted the largest trade surplus on record. Over the past year, around 1.5 in just over a year's period during the pandemic. We were able to implement a number of other measures that enabled a number of South Africans to get job opportunities, and also to assist companies to be kick-started back to operation. And we've now embarked, and this would be of interest to many of you who are in business, aimed at improving the business operating environment that should enable businesses to find it a lot easier to operate and bringing down the costs of business, and also cutting away the bureaucracy and the red tape that often obtains in the economic field. We also were able to announce our great way of reaching the target that we set. We've also made great progress on addressing one of the key challenges that faces humanity today, which is climate change. The incessant rains and droughts that we experience in our country, floods on the eastern seaboard, and internally as we are experiencing an evidence of climate change, which is the biggest challenge that faces humanity. And through that, we've been able to craft a plan that we have put forward that tells us that we are going to need quite a lot of money to be able to address the challenge of climate change. We've been able to advance our Black economic empowerment policies, and recently we held the inaugural Black Economic Empowerment Advisory Council that will guide our government on the process of intensifying economic transformation that we would like to speed up. We also held our first Black Industrialist Conference. Over the past 11 years, this key program has supported Black enterprise spent in the form of grants and easy loans to enable those Black industrial businesses to get off the ground and to play a key role in the economy of our country. We are also strengthening the transformative impact of public spending through the Public Procurement Bill. This year has also seen legislative changes around employment equity, have made a number of others who are opposed to transformation to be uptight and to be not pleased with us. Next year, we will mark 2 decades since the passage of the broad-based Black Economic Empowerment Act. It will be an opportunity to reflect on how far we have come in leveraging or utilizing this law. This has been a year also of intensifying our fight against corruption and state capture. Our prosecuting agencies have been hard at work and making sure that we rid our country of corruption and that we address it frontally. Within our movement, which we will talk more about tomorrow, friends, in a number of ways which we will outline in the political report that will be tabled tomorrow. So there have been significant gains, a number of areas where we've made progress, but there have also been areas where we have not made progress, and those will also similarly be addressed. We still have huge challenges to get better. The aspiration of common prosperity cannot be realized without a dynamic and growing economy, an economy that creates jobs and brings dignity to all. And despite the many challenges we have faced over the past 5 years, we've been able to stay the course and address those challenges, but we have been on a forward trajectory. I recall that the conference mandated us 5 years ago to actively seek partnerships with the private sector and provide leadership to guide our country towards its developmental goals. The message to the Progressive Business Forum and to the friends of the PBF is that we cannot grow as people who are active in the economy. And as I walked in, I saw a number of you. This year's conference is therefore a watershed moment, not only for the African National Congress, but for all of us as South Africans. It is a test of whether we will continue to be faithful to the renewal of the African National Congress and to the African National Congress that can unite the people of South Africa. And the people of South Africa continue to store their hopes and confidence in the ability of the African National Congress to renew itself, to forge unity within its own ranks, and to therefore consolidate the unity that we should have as a nation. Only an ANC can seriously have the ability to unite the ANC itself and therefore unite South Africa. Only an ANC that is comprised of loyal cadres who are selfless, whose only desire is to serve the cause of the people of South Africa, can ensure that the public stands for. The ANC is our political and ideological home. And I'm really pleased that we've got guests from former liberation movements here with us present, because in many ways, our connection is about our political and ideological orientation. The task we face is to make the ANC the political home. As it continues to gather momentum, we have the utmost confidence that we will restore the glory of our movement and regain the trust of our people. We recall these words by Martin Luther King Jr., who said, "Human progress is neither automatic nor inevitable. Every step towards the goal of justice requires sacrifice, suffering, struggle." Gathered in this room tonight are the dedicated individuals whom Martin Luther King speaks of, dedicated to a better South Africa and to an economic recovery that leaves no one behind. Yes, South Africa is recovering. We're recovering from the impacts of COVID. We're also recovering at an economic level. Forward. With your support, which you are giving so generously, and through your commitment, we will build on the progress we have made over the past years to build the country that we seek, the South Africa of our dreams. And I therefore thank you for being here. You are a welcome precursor conference that commences tomorrow. So as we will welcome you, some of you who will participate in the conference tomorrow, we give you the first welcome to the next 5 days that are going to determine where South Africa goes, not only in the next 5 years, but in the next decade and beyond that. So thank you for being here, and
Thank you very much. Much more robust round of applause. Thank you very much, Mr. President. We are here courtesy of PBF. May I request PBF to come on stage to give. Who's supposed to present it?
The TG.
Okay.
The TG must present it.
The TG is supposed to present the gift. Comrade Paul. Sure, the president will declare that gift. I don't know what it is, but I know that we have to declare, and of course, it will depend on how much it costs, because it should not be. Thank you very much. And then the next gift is for the TG himself. Thank you very much. Can we? Uncle Queasy. Ambassador Dango Mohammed is in the room. Uncle Gwizi, you must declare the gift. I'm not sure if, is he here? If we can please call him on stage, Comrade Dango Mohammed. To receive the gift in memory of our late Comrade Jesse Duarte, our late Deputy Secretary General. Yes, I can imagine she could have been going up and down here, and I can imagine she could have people of Polisario, the people of Mozambique, the people of Angola. She would have been here. May her soul rest in peace. We will never forget her, and we shouldn't forget her. Thank you very much, Comrade Dango. You may take your seats, please. Ladies and gentlemen, I also to acknowledge some of the guests who came in. We have Slava Tityokin of the Communist Party of Russia Federation, a member of the Central Committee of the Chief Political Advisor of CPRF Chairman. You are very welcome. You came from Human and People's Rights. Ambassador Karl Masters, Chairman of the Chairperson. Nani ngabobhala bo chairman makuzokhuluma mina. Funeka nibhale chairperson of the Olusegun Obasanjo Foundation. I'm told also former First Lady Gugu Mjali is also in the room. This is the list that I got, and chairpersons as well as provincial secretaries who are in the room. I did not get a list, but I also want to welcome you and thank you for being here. The task begins and the work begins. It's begun actually by the President giving that welcoming speech to the dinner. But of course, obviously, it is tomorrow that we'll be able to listen to all the program. Entertainment will continue while dinner is served. Dinner is served. Thank you. Dinner is being served. I'm going to ask you were supposed to be my co-program director. Actually, Ngurobile wena. So I will ask him to acknowledge the companies that are present here. Thank you.
Thank you, Program Director, President TG, the leadership present. We, on behalf of PBF, would like Zikali Association, Chancellor House, Enza Construction, Huawei, Watsumi Management Services, South African Breweries, Sitsabo Project, Mashuru Properties, Bank of China, Afrocentric Health, Valamax, Royal Bafokeng, Impala Platinum, Sisonke Project, Sidumedi, Home Italia. We'd like to thank these companies who have made contribution this evening. Thank you.
Shonilanga, 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 shonilanga. Shonilanga, Shonilanga, Shonilanga. Jabula